remember what happened. I do. What happened was you killed them. Okay.
Yep. That's Beamon's theory. Beamo, we know you're in the hallway listening. You might as well just come back in.
So now they've got. Now they have this clips thing. Do you guys have any clips in your profile? I was gonna say, you don't have any clips in your profile yet. It takes a lot of work to get this stupid fucking app to auto create a clip. I still can't get the Chicago Mayor account. I wouldn't be here wasting my time and you didn't get through to the fat girl impersonation. You know how Beamer lashes. Hey, man. Yep, you know that fatty laugh.
Fucking muffin top laugh. Ugh, gross.
Dude, she's she takes it a step too far. Is she on Adderall or something? Like, who could come here at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and say all this crazy shit about this crazy killer woman?
I heard her one night telling, it was probably about 3 o'clock in the morning. He was defending himself when he murdered Austin Metcalf and stabbed him in the heart because he got pushed because he was a little bitch.
Yeah.
And then I went back up at like 8 o'clock and I was like, I'm going to check Clubhouse real quick. I went on there and Babe was saying the exact same fucking thing. And I said, Babe, have you been up for the last 5 hours while I was sleeping talking about this? And she said, yeah, maybe like 45 minutes. But I know she's bullshit. She was just up all night.
Yeah.
She's repeating herself like a fucking broken record.
I've put that Trump room on multiple times at like 2 in the morning. I'll get up at 8, 9 a.m. the next day, 10, 11. It's still going. And I think they did a 72-hour run, and I live streamed a lot of the audio. But really, at the end of the day, Matt Cool, Joe Hero, Edward, Pat Bay, anybody, and Himothy, whoever he is, he came out of the woodwork. They are all retarded, and Edward thinks he's gonna try to bring some kind of education to the people. That's in separate recording studios because they do go all day. So the Bitcoin room, those guys are so consistent. Chillism is also so consistent. And just think about Nathan's brain and all the information that has flowed through his brain. It doesn't expand and get bigger and better. It shrinks. You could say that shrinking it is the cure in a way. Who knows?
Hopefully it just disappears someday.
Well, this morning, I had no desire to listen to anybody. And then I was like, well, the best way to use this app is to turn it on, have your cameras ready, and then clip the rooms. And as soon as you're done clipping, immediately exit. Do not listen to anything unless you're clipping. That makes a taker, not a giver. And the worst thing is, these people who think they're giving in the rooms, they think they're taking, but they're actually giving, which shows you how retarded they are.
Or they think they're giving, but they're actually taking.
Well, because nobody's clipping, and fools will fool you with their words, the only way to reverse the fool is to clip it and to bottle it. You have to start bottling things. That's why I say, even you not recording your own clips shows how retarded you are.
I know, I'm very retarded. Armenians, come up here, you fucking dirty fucking Arab, fucking Eastern European Slavic faggot. Alright, John, I brought him up, see if you can clip. I'm gonna go troll other people. Who said that? So what's up?
Nothing. I was going to read a book. That's the purpose of this room, is to read a book.
What is the wisdom of Donald Trump?
That's what I'm about to read to you.
I mean, understand that what he's involved, like they say, like make America great again. Simultaneously, well, the white population is decreasing there in America, so he's making America great again for those who replaced white people.
Well, the thing about politics is, once you win, all the previous communication is, for the most part, meaningless and insignificant. And a lot of people win by never saying anything intelligent or controversial or helpful, and that's how they win. So, if that helps with your understanding.
Population is listening. Like, no matter what you do, if eventually you want to be replaced, what's the point of doing that? Like, for example, if I'm building a house or maintaining it or like upgrading it, I'm doing it because I think my children are going to inherit that. I'm not doing it for the people I know.
Do you read books, Hermes?
You know,
So you're retarded, right?
I'm retarded because I don't read books.
I'm asking you, are you retarded?
I don't think I am.
But you don't read books.
Yeah. And you know why? Because you can get the information which is within the book from one picture or one paragraph. There are a lot of water in the book. It is like waste of time for most of the time.
Well, we got Peter down there. Peter is Iranian. He comes on here, and this is what he sounds like. So you tell me, like, is he retarded?
I don't know, maybe it is just and that is English and
Is your English good?
no.
Well, you're retarded. You don't even read books.
So I'm retarded because I don't read books and my English isn't good. Am I getting it correctly?
Oh, there's more reasons why you're retarded, not just two. There's probably like 1,000 reasons, really.
Can you introduce them?
Yeah, let me just prove it to you. Go ahead and tell me something intelligent.
I told you, the great population replacement is happening and you're ignoring it. You know why? Because you're retards.
Oh, I'm retarded.
Oh, yeah.
It takes one to know one. How do you think I knew you were retarded?
Retard might think the other guy is retard because he cannot understand the other guy.
No.
They already think Donald Trump's smart. Is Amir the citizen of the USA?
Yeah, this is a black man living in America.
Yes. Those are the Americans, others see. Americans think Donald Trump. Americans think Donald Trump is not killing the blacks and whites. Like Donald Trump is an idiot, bro. Super idiot. Yes. I think the only people that like Donald Trump are on social networks. Don't you think that America is the result of great population replacement? You're ignoring so badly. America is an example of a person who got a little sense who think Donald Trump knows about the wrong. What do you think would happen when people like Amir are the majority and it is happening right now? Nothing. We're going to fix the world because we got sense and we got humility.
Yeah, it's prophesized.
Amir, what would you do with the people like those?
People believe that African Americans.
So we're just going to keep them in their place and make sure they keep themselves, respect themselves, and respect everybody else.
Yeah.
See, the thing is about black people in their reservation. No. Anybody else want a banana? We don't treat them like white people are respond with evil. We don't respond for the majority of us. We don't respond to evil with evil. No, we wouldn't do that.
Are you going to treat those white people like you treat them in South Africa?
No, my wife is mixed. I got love for plenty white people. I wouldn't do that.
So why treating white people like trash when they are majority white people or minority?
A lot of people are systematically oppressed and feel it. A lot of people deal with their own personal problems. What you can't do, right? You can't categorize a whole race of people off one's actions. I would never categorize all white people off Allison's actions. I wouldn't categorize white people off Donald Trump.
So there is examples in real life. There is example from in the real life what happens to white people when they are minority. They don't have the grip on the power. It is in South Africa, which also Trump was talking about. And Alistair thinks bringing this up is that I'm the victim, but not he is, by ignoring that one. That white people cannot be a minority anywhere because they are hated so badly that they would be treated like a trash.
Nobody hates white people. I don't think nobody hates white people. White people
Woo! Never had one lesson.
They're trying to make connection with groups that are radicalized.
Because that's very easy.
That's because they control that. They fund it. Do you pay attention to what's going on?
Do you know that millionaires gift?
Do you know that ISIS and Al Qaeda are both terrorist groups created by America and Israel?
Listen, millionaires gifted their cars to their witches, you know. Like
and American millionaires gifted their cars to Hitler.
And Qatari sheikh gifted the.
Hey, bro, look. All I'm here to tell y'all is, y'all know Trump dumb as hell. Y'all using y'all ego to still push the situation. Trump a damn dummy, bro. A box of rocks. Y'all know that.
Trump is puppet of Arab people, of Muslims. That's who he is.
Well, it looks like you ran him off the stage. I've observed that when retards meet other retards, generally one of the retards is like, I can't argue with you. You angry. I'm happy. Leave me alone. Hello? Are you peaceful? sound retarded and a little angry.
So what is the one thing I said is the body? You said
How it maketh man.
Just to stop using your lips, and then you will stop lying. Because right now, every time you speak, you're a faggot retard.
Strong against the elements, and his moral force waxeth, so that he is master of such men as live in lands of sun, where bodily needs are satisfied without struggle. Consider also him that willeth to excel in speed or in battle, how he denieth himself the food he craveth, and all pleasures natural to him, putting himself under the harsh order of a trainer, so by this bondage he hath, at the last, his will. Now then, the one by natural, and the other by voluntary restriction have come each to greater liberty. This is also a general law of biology, for all development is structuralization, that is, a limitation and specialization of an originally indeterminate protoplasm, which latter may therefore be called free in the definition of a pedant. There shall be no poverty in human flesh. Every man and every woman hath rising dignities above to give the money for the enjoyment of any other. The exercise of that right shall not be punished by God. I know like this. There shall be no penalty either by loss or curtailment of liberty, of rights, of wealth, or of social esteem. But this freedom shall be respected of all, seeing that it is the right of the bodily will. For the same reason thou shalt cause full restriction and punishment of any who may seek to limit that freedom for the sake of his own profit or desire or ideal. Every man and every woman has full right either to grant or to deny the body, as the will speaketh within. This being made custom, the evils of love, which are many, extending to the restorements not only of body, but of mind, and that in obscure cause shall little by little disappear from the face of his unspeakable glory. Vision free, currency, in human balls, living state, as he will concerning God of us, let none seek to impose that thought upon another by any friend of penalty in this world, or any now though I enkindle thee to effort in thy way, yet it is the way of thy will, and I say not even that thou dost well to haste therein, for the whole matter lieth in thy will, and to force thyself against thy nature would be an obstacle to thy passage. But if I urge thee to run well this race as an athlete, it is because I have perceived in thy nature that fierce lust and mighty concentration in that will. And I write this letter unto thee, knowing well that thou wilt rejoice exceedingly therein, since it is an expression of thine own will, and it may be a disguise, which thing thou vehemently seekest, I charge thee. Therefore that thou permit not to tyrannize any other in thought, or to threaten, or in any other wise to blaspheme the great liberty of our Father, the Son, in the great cosmos, or of his viscerity. Let thee speak as he will concerning whatever, but let none seek to impose that thought upon another, or any other.
There is one light of the sun, though it is distributed. There is one common substance, though it is distributed among countless bodies which have their several qualities. There is one soul, though it is distributed among infinite natures and circumspections. There is one intelligent soul, though it seems to be divided now in the things which have been mentioned, all the other parts, such as those which are air and substance, are without sensation and have no fellowship. And yet even these parts, the intelligent principle holds together and the gravitating towards the same. But intellect in a peculiar manner tends to that which is of the same kin and combines with it, and the feeling for communion is not interrupted. Man, thou hast been a citizen in this great state. What difference does it make to thee whether for 5 years? For that which is conformable to the laws is just for all. Where is the hardship then? If no tyrant nor yet an unjust judge sends thee away from the state, but nature who brought thee into it, the same as if a praetor who has employed an actor dismisses him from the stage. But I have not finished the 5 acts, but only 3 of them. Thou sayest well, but in life the 3 acts are the whole drama. For what shall be a complete drama is determined by him who was once the cause of its composition and now of its dissolution. But thou art the cause of neither depart than satisfied. For he also who releases thee is satisfied. When thou hast seen sighted on the Socratic, think of either Eutyches or Clement. And when thou hast seen Euphrates, think of Eutychian or Silvanus. And when thou hast seen Alcaithron, think of Tropeioporus. And when thou hast seen Xenophon, think of Crito or Severus. And when thou hast looked on thyself, think of any other Caesar. And in the case of every one do in like manner, then let this thought be in thy mind. Where then are those men? Nowhere. For nobody knows where, for thus continuously thou wilt look at human things as smoke, on nothing at all. Especially if thou reflectest at the same time that what has once changed will never exist. And why art thou not content to pass through this short time in an orderly way? What matter and opportunity for thy activity art thou avoiding? For what else are all these things except exercises for the reason when it has viewed carefully and by examination into their nature the things which happen in life? Haste then until thou shalt have made these things thy own, as the stomach which is strengthened makes all things its own, as the blazing fire makes flame and the brightness out of everything that is thrown into it.
There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless harm.
Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity.
Watch every thought that springs,
Enhance
hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward, thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind.
so like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word.
Next, still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditation steep and strong.
Slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act.
Last, all these things in one o'erpowered, time that the midnight blossom flowered.
The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss.
If thou restrain the expression shew, like glance to rapture's darkling root.
Discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness.
Pierced to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the silver star. Probably. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific soul. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs in rest, over after thy vigilance, in quench and keen turned inward miss, no atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely dim, still every whisper of the wind, so like a flame straight and unstained, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditations deep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last, all these things in one o'erpowered, time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this my son, thou shalt not do. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy lips to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here, thou art the master I revere. That rose of fire, the There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in one and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of a will. Corpse rigged thus thou mayst aboard, the fidget babe to tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow. So that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen, turned inward, miss no atom analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy, prolong thy meditation, steep and strong. Slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last, all these things in one order, power, time that the midnight blossom flower. The one that says, yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root. Discarding the form, sign, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Here's to the heart I lead thee here, thou art the master, I'm the thee. Thy radiance that rolls afar, oh brother of the silver star. Man has the right to live by his own law, to live in the way that he wills to do, to work as he will, to play as he will, to rest as he will, to die when and how he will. To man has the right to eat what he will, to drink what he will, to dwell where he will, to move as he will on the face of the earth. Free man has the right to think what he will, to speak what he will, to write what he will, to draw, paint, carve, and mold, build as he will, to dress as he will. For man has the right to love as he will. Take your fill and will of love as he will. When, where, and with whom ye will. 5 men has the right to kill those who would forfeit his rights. The slave shall serve 150 eyes. Love is the and takes back his lance. He turns to the blue island. his meals. He takes the host with the right hand, makes with it on the tap, and consumes it. Silence the priestess takes, uncovers, and offers the cup as before. If you are walking the constant one, empty of thought and mindful of reality, suddenly you exclaim, how beautiful is this tree, how magnificent this field. You forfeit life, the intrusion of self, and the imposing of judgment separates you from reality and snares you in the net of words. Be still and know, embrace it all in silence. Be careful with words. COW gives no milk. MANURE has no stench. LOVE knows no passion. Mistake words for truth, and you exile yourself from reality. Others may follow and drink the poison of your confusion. They will die and truth will be defiled. Hillel and Shammai received the teaching from Shemaiah and Naphtali. Hillel said, be disciples of Aaron, loving peace and acting peacefully, loving people and drawing them to reality. Pursuing fame is self-destructive. It distracts us from reality and focuses our energy on ourselves. But don't mistake knowledge for talk. One who knows acts knowingly. Fools talk, and their talk too often fools. Those who cease to learn cease to live. Life is learning, attending to reality. Anything less is the sleepwalk of death. Those who misuse knowledge shall not endure, for only reality endures. If you are not attending to reality, where are you?
If I am not for myself, who will be for me? If I am only for myself, what am I?
And if not now, when? Attend to reality diligently. Say little and do much. Receive all people with kindness. Make yourself a sage. Rely upon reality, not authority. Free yourself from crippling self-consciousness. Attend to each moment and act without hesitation. Do not tithe by guesswork. Justice is not a matter of whim. Today, you may feel generous.
Tomorrow you may feel stingy. Give what is just because it is just. I grew up among the sage. All my life I listened to their words. Yet I have found nothing better than silence. Study is not the goal. Doing is, do not mistake talk for action. Pity fills no stomach. Compassion builds no house. Understanding is not yet justice. Whoever multiplies words causes confusion. The truth that can be spoken is not the ultimate truth. Ultimate truth is wordless, the silence within the silence. More than the absence of speech, more than the absence of words. Ultimate truth is the seamless being in place that comes with attending to reality. The world stands upon three things: upon truth, upon peace, upon justice. Speak truth each to the other. Establish peace and render honest judgment in your gates.
Rabbi Eliezer HaKapar said, envy, lust, and thirst for honor drive a person into the self and out of the world. Rabbi Eliezer HaKapar used to say, those who are born are destined to die. Those who die are destined to return. Those who live are destined to be judged. With reality, there is no wrong, no forgetting, no bias, no bribe. All is as it must be. There is no escape. Despite your wishes, you were conceived. Despite your wishes, you were born. Despite your wishes, you live. Despite your wishes, you die. Despite your wishes, you are destined to deal with the consequences of your actions. So get on with it. Chapter 5. The world was created by uttering 10 phrases. Why 10, when it could have been created through one? To make clear that there is nothing apart from reality. No detail too small as to be unworthy of attention. The world was created by uttering 10 phrases. Why 10 when it could have been created through one? To make clear that there is nothing apart from reality. No detail too small as to be unworthy of attention. This clarity makes possible the wicked one's retribution and the righteous one's reward. The wicked deny reality and defile their own home. The punishment is fear of the world. The righteous attend to reality and establish holiness. Their reward is equanimity in the world. From Adam to Noah, there were 10 generations. From the creation of humanity to its destruction, there were 10 generations. Why? To teach us the value of patience. Each generation, from Adam to Noah, violated the truth it had been shown. Yet no reaction was forthcoming until the 10th. Reality awaits for us to return to truth. But continued violation reaches a point of no return. Creation and civilization both collapse into chaos. From Noah to Abraham, there were 10 generations. From the destruction of humanity to its redirection, there were 10 generations. Why? To be shown, yet no reaction was forthcoming until the 10th. There is no block to turning other than the habit of our own delusion. At any time we may choose holiness, establish justice, spread compassion, thus receive the reward of attending to reality. A healthy and nurturing world. 10 trials were inflicted upon Abraham, and he withstood them all. Why? To show how great was his commitment. Suffering is the stuff of life, and through suffering, one opens the heart to compassion, the shared pain of living beings. We withstand our trials by feeling the pain without abandoning the world, suffering without bitterness. We do justly, even in the face of unjust adversity. 10 wonders were done for our ancestors in Egypt and 10 at the sea. What was their merit? That wonders were done on their behalf? We do not merit wonder. We simply open our eyes to it. Wonder is the heart of life, beating in the breast of the living. Do not imagine that you merit wonder. Only dare to encounter it. 10 plagues fell upon the Egyptians in Egypt, and 10 at the sea. What was their sin that this was done? The perversion of justice, the enslaving of others, the worship of delusion, the violation of holiness. Such deeds attract chaos, uproot mercy, drive out friendship, and plunge the world into darkness. 10 times did our ancestors test reality. They have tested me 10 times and have not listened to my voice. What is it to test reality? To work against holiness. To fail to hear the cry of justice. To refuse to listen to words of wisdom. Life is forever whispering its secrets. Justice, love, compassion, the greater unity within and beyond all diversity. We are too busy to listen, too noisy to hear anything but our own foolishness. Be silent, be still, listen, and attend. The aroma of sacrifice caused no miscarriages, no sacrifice ever spoiled, no fly was ever found in the slaughterhouse. The high priest fire, no wind ever dispersed the altar smoke. The omer, loaves, and showbread had no defect. The people stood pressed together. No snake or scorpion ever struck in Jerusalem. No one ever said to another, there is no room in which to spend the night in Jerusalem. Miracles are the ordinary, revealed in their simple splendor. The temple was a place of miracles, for it was the place devoted to attending to the wonder of the ordinary. Where is that place in your life? Why is it not here? 10 things were created at twilight on Sabbath Eve. The mouth of the earth, the mouth of the well, the mouth of the ass, the rainbow, the manna, the rod of Moses, the shamir, the stone-eating worm, the Hebrew alphabet, writing, and the 10 Commandments. And some say also the destructive forces of nature, the hidden grave of Moses, and the ram of Abraham. And some say also the pliers with which pliers were made, the archetypal forms of all creation. There are 7 characteristics of boors and 7 of sages. Sages do not speak before those whose wisdom and experience exceed their own. Do not interrupt another's words. Are not in a hurry to reply. Ask relevant questions, give relevant answers. Speak without deception. Feel free to say, I don't know. When the matter is unfamiliar, acknowledge the truth and admit error. The boar is marked by the opposite of these. 7 misdeeds bring their own misfortune. Robbing the poor of tithes brings famine. Horrific crimes and violating nature bring plague. Perverting justice and truth bring. idolatry, lust, violence, and the exploitation of nature brings exile. And at the conclusion of Sukkot, in the 4th year, if we neglect the tithe to the poor during the 3rd year, in the 7th year, if we neglect the tithe to the poor during the 6th year, at the conclusion of the 7th year, if we neglect the law, and let not the poor eat of the fields during the sabbatical year, at the conclusion of Sukkot, if we rob the poor of the portion of the harvest, do not imagine you can thrive at the expense of others. Injustice to the least undermines the health of all. There are 4 kinds of people. There are those who say what's mine is mine, and what's yours is yours. There are average people, though some say they are like the people of Sodom. There are those who say what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine. These are bores. There are those who say what's mine is yours and what's yours is yours. These are pious. There are those who say there are 7 characteristics of There are those who say what's mine is yours and what's yours is yours. These are pious. There are those who say what's mine is mine and what's yours is mine. These are wicked. There are 4 kinds of temperament: easy to anger, easy to calm. The negative is cancelled by the positive. Hard to anger, hard to calm. The positive is cancelled by the negative. Hard to anger, easy to calm. Such people are truly holy. Easy to anger, hard to calm. Such people are truly wicked.
Lost in wonder, empty of self and mindful of reality. And suddenly you interrupt this piece to exclaim, intrusion of self and the imposing of judgment separates you from reality and snares you in the net of words. Be still and know. Embrace it all in silence. Be careful with words. COW gives no milk. MANURE has no stench. LOV knows no passion. Mistake words for truth, and you exile yourself from reality. Others may follow and drink the poison of your confusion. They will die, and truth will be defiled. Hillel and Shammai received the teaching from Shemaiah and Naphtalion. Hillel said,
cycles are barren. Loving peace and acting peacefully. Loving people and drawing them to reality. Pursuing fame is self-destructive. It distracts us from reality and focuses our energy on ourselves. Those who do not increase knowledge, decrease knowledge. But don't mistake knowledge for talk. One who knows acts knowingly, fools talk, and that talk too often fools. Those who cease to learn cease to live. Life is learning, attending to reality. Anything less is the sleepwalk of death. Those who misuse knowledge shall not endure, for only reality endures. If you are not attending to reality, where are you? If I am only for myself, who will be for me? If I am only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when? Attend to reality diligently, say little and do much. Receive all people with kindness. Make yourself a sage. Rely upon reality, not authority. Free yourself from crippling self-consciousness. Attend to each moment and act without hesitation. Do not tithe by guesswork. Justice is not a matter of whim. Today you may feel generous. Tomorrow you may feel stingy. Give what is just because it is just. Violence is not the goal. Doing is do not mistake talk for action. Pity fills no stomach. Compassion builds no house. Understanding is not yet justice. Whoever multiplies words causes confusion. The truth that can be spoken is not the ultimate truth. Ultimate truth is wordless, the silence within the silence. More than the absence of speech, more than the absence of words. Ultimate truth is the seamless being in place that comes with attending to reality. The world stands upon three things: upon truth, upon peace, upon justice. Speak truth each to the other, establish peace, and render honest judgment in your gates. What is the right path for a person to follow? One that honors both self and other. Be attentive in all you do. Do not judge one big small and another great, for you cannot always know the significance. Be virtuous, even if virtue is costly. Avoid sin, even if sin is profitable. Remember three things and you will not end. If your deeds shouldn't be known, perhaps they shouldn't be done. If your words shouldn't be shared, perhaps they shouldn't be spoken. Act with attention, for have consequence. Engrossed in study, engaged in good war, what for that selfish desire? Learning without labor is barren. It does nothing to better the world. Learning is empty. It does nothing to enlighten the world. If employed by the community, labor for people and not for power. If you carry on the good work of your predecessors, their merit is sustained.
If you are walking lost in wonder, empty of self, and mindful of reality, and suddenly you interrupt this piece to exclaim, how beautiful is this tree, how magnificent this field. You forfeit life. The intrusion of self and the imposing of judgment separates you from reality and snares you in the net of words. Be still and know. Embrace it all in C-O-W-L-O-V knows no passion. Mistake words fusion. They will die and truth will be defiled. Hill and Shammai, the teaching from Shemaiah and Aftalion. Hillel said, be disciples of Aaron, loving peace and acting peacefully, loving people and drawing them to reality. Pursuing fame is self-destructive. It distracts us from reality and focuses our energy on ourselves. Those who do not increase knowledge, decrease knowledge. But don't mistake knowledge for talk. One who knows X knowingly fools talk, and their talk too often fools. Those who cease to learn, cease to live. Life is learning, attending to reality. Anything less is the sleepwalk of death. Those who misuse knowledge shall not endure, for only reality endures. If you are not attending to reality, where are you? If I am only for myself, who will be for me? If I am only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when? Attend to reality diligently, say little and do much, receive all people with kindness, make yourself a sage, rely upon reality, not authority, free yourself from crippling self-consciousness, attend to each moment and act without hesitation. Do not tithe by guesswork. Justice is not a matter of whim. Today you may feel generous. Tomorrow you may feel stingy. Give what is just because it is just. I grew up among the sages. All my life I listened to their words. Yet I have found nothing better than silence. Study is not the goal. Doing is do not mistake. Talk for action. Pity fills no stomach. Compassion builds no house. Understanding is not yet just.
There are 4 kinds of learners: quick to grasp, quick to forget. Gain is cancelled by the loss. Slow to grasp, slow to forget. Slow to grasp, quick to forget. The worst learner of all. There are 4 attitudes among those who give charity: those who give but wish that others did not give. These covet what belongs to others. Those who do not give but wish others would give. These hoard what belongs to themselves. Those who give and wish others would give. These are truly holy. Those who do not give and wish others would not give. These are truly wicked. There are 4 attitudes relating to the house of study: those who go but do not live what they learn. These get credit for nothing. These get credit for going. Those who live what they learn but no longer go. These get credit for doing. Those who go and do. These are truly holy. Those who neither go nor do. These are truly wicked. There are 4 types among those who sit before the sages: sponges, funnels, strainers, and sieves. Sponges. These absorb everything. Funnels. These take it all in at one end and let it all out at the other. Strainers. These let the wine out and retain the sediment. Sieves. These let out the dust and keep the flour. Love that is contingent upon something else, when that something is gone, love is gone. Love that is contingent upon nothing, such a love will never end. What is an example of contingent love? The love between Amnon and Tamar. For Amnon loved her beauty, but did not respect her person. What is an example of uncontingent love? 4 kinds of learners, quick to grasp. What is an example of uncontingent love? The love between David and Jonathan. For even as they were rivals for the throne, the love for each other survived. Every dispute for the sake of truth will in the end prove constructive. Every dispute not for the sake of truth will in the end prove destructive. What is a dispute for the sake of truth? That between Hillel and Shammai, for though they argued, their only aim was to reveal the truth. What is a dispute not for the sake of truth? That between the Korach and his followers, for they argued not for truth but for power, not for the sake of the people, eager to know reality, but for themselves and their hunger to rule over others. One who leads the community toward virtue never causes sin. One who leads the community towards sin never finds virtue. Moses was virtuous and never led the community to sin. Therefore, the virtue of the community was credited to him. Jeroboam ben Nebat sinned and led the people to sin. Therefore, the sin of the people is credited to him. 3 traits make one a disciple of Abraham. 3 others make one a disciple of Bilam. a discerning eye, humble heart, tranquil spirit. These are the traits of Abraham. A foolish eye, a lustful heart, an arrogant spirit. These are the traits of Bilam. The disciples of Abraham eat of this world and inherit tranquility. The disciples of Bilam hunger in this world and inherit confusion. Judah ben Timah said, "Be strong as a leopard, light as an eagle, swift as a deer, and brave as a lion when carrying out the tasks of righteousness." Judah ben Timah used to say, "One who hardens his face against the world is trapped within the self, closed to reality, and lost in a land of exiled selves and selfishness. One who softens her face before the world, forgets the self, is open to reality, and creates a world of compassion and peace, where each is a part of everyone, and everyone a part of all."
How can be talked about, but not the
Tip in Lake
eternal
Michigan.
come.
So that's it.
Names can be named, but not the eternal name. As the origin of heaven and earth, it is no has ever hidden. We should look at innocence. When all the world recognizes beauty as beauty, this in itself is ugliness. When all the world recognizes good as good, this in itself is evil.
Indeed, the hidden and the manifest give birth to each other. Difficult and easy complement each other. Long and short exhibit each other. High and low set measure to each other. Voice and sound harmonize each other. Back and front follow each other. Therefore, the sage manages his affairs without ado, and spreads his teaching without talking. He denies nothing to the team in things, he rears them, but lays no claim to them. He does his work, but sets no store by it. He accomplishes his task, but does not dwell upon it. And yet it is just because he does not dwell on it that nobody can ever take it away from him.
As always manifest, we should look at its outer aspects. These two flow from the same source, though differently named, and both are called mysteries. The mystery of mysteries is the door of all essence.
By not its own davening begins by emptying the heart of desire, filling the belly with food, weakening the ambitions, toughening the bones. In this way, he will cause the people to remain without knowledge and without desire, and prevent the knowing ones from any adult. Practice none and everything will be in order.
The Tao is like an empty bowl which in being used can never be filled up fathomless. It seems to be the origin of all things. It runs so sharp, it is, it unties all tangles, it harmonizes all the earth. It unites the world into one whole hidden
To exist forever. I do not know whose child it is. It seems to be the common ancestor of all, the father of things.
And earth is not sentimental. It treats all things as straw balls. The sage is not sentimental. He treats all his people as straw balls.
Judah Ben Tema used to say, 5 is the age to begin to study scripture, 10 to study Mishnah, 13 to undertake mitzvot, righteous deeds, 15 to study Talmud, 18 to marry, 20 to start a career, 30 to attain full strength, 40 to acquire experience, 50 to give counsel, 60 to attain intellectual maturity, 70 to provide communal leadership, 80 to reach spiritual strength, 90 to come to humble renunciation, 100 to accomplish perfect grace. Having passed beyond clinging to this world, Ben Bagdag said, turn it and turn it, for everything is in it, and through it comes clarity of mind. Grow old and gray in it, and from it do not depart. For there is no better work than this. And what is it? Torah. Truth. The shifting moments of everyday reality. Attend to these and live. Even unto the last beating of the heart. Ignore them and die. Even while the heart beats strongly. Then hi, said effort is its own reward. We are here to do, and through doing to learn, and through learning to know, and through knowing to experience wonder, and through wonder to attain wisdom, and through wisdom to find simplicity, and through simplicity to give attention, and through attention to see what needs to be done. Rabbi Maya said, attend to reality for its own sake, for attention itself sustains creation. The wise are called friend, lover, joy bringer. Clothed with humility, avoiding evil, embracing virtue, they lend good counsel, sound wisdom, insight.
The gifts of Scripture. 10.
The wise are called friend, lover, joy bringer, clothed with humility, avoiding evil, embracing secrets are revealed, and one becomes an ever-fresh spring of wisdom. The sage is honored above all others, and yet remains modest, patient, and forgiving. Rabbi Joshua ben Levi said, every moment a voice from heaven resounds from Mount Horeb. Woe to those who disregard Torah, for they lack insight, act unjustly, and exile themselves from holiness. All who practice Torah, tending to life and revealing truth, will be exalted, taking up the path of justice and compassion. They lift up the world and thus are themselves uplifted. One who learns from a person, one chapter, one law, one verse, one expression, or one letter, must treat that person with honor. King David learned only 2 words from Ahithophel, and yet called him my equal, my guide, my beloved. If the king of Israel acted thus, how much more must we honor even the least of our teachers? Honor comes through Torah, for Torah teaches us to honor both self and other. Good comes through Torah, for Torah teaches the way of justice, compassion, humility. This is the way of Torah, the way of attending to reality, to eat simply, to drink even water moderately, to sleep soundly, even if on the ground, to endure hardships with grace and humor, to be ever attentive. Do this and tranquility will be yours. You will grieve in times of mourning and rejoice in times of celebration. You will allow each moment its due and each task its effort. You will accept the transience of life and cease to cling, either to seek self-aggrandizement nor covet fame. Let your deeds exceed your learning. Do not crave the table of power, for the table of wings. Reality can be trusted to pay the reward for your work, for all our deeds have consequence. Becoming a sage is more difficult than becoming a priest or even a king. Kingship requires 30 qualifications, priesthood 24. But the way of Torah requires 48. Learning, attention, clarity of mind and tongue, an intuitive heart, awe, reverence, humility, joy, simplicity, apprenticeship to sages, friendship with colleagues, challenging students, calm deliberation, knowledge of scripture and Mishnah, balance in business, worldly affairs, and sexual intimacy, sufficient sleep, avoiding gossip, maintaining humor, slow to anger, with a gentle heart, trusting the sages, accepting suffering, knowing one's calling, rejoicing in one's portion, guarding one's words, not claiming merit for oneself, being loved, loving God, humanity, charity, and reproof, not seeking out honors, not boasting of one's education, being loath to judge, sharing the burdens of others, giving people the benefit of doubt, leading others to truth and peace, being meticulous in study, asking probing questions, answering queries honestly, listening and discussing, learning in order to teach and practice, honing one's teacher's wisdom with questions, contemplation, giving credit to those who taught one. Whoever credits a teaching to its author brings redemption to the world. In this world, through justice and compassion, in the world to come, through openness to life's greater unity. In this world, by teaching us to attend here and now. In the world to come, by teaching us to attend here and now. All worlds are present here. All time is present now. When attending to the moment, there is no division. Inattention divides now from then, causing division, isolation, clinging, and despair. Rabbi Shimon ben Judah said in the name of Shimon ben Yochai, beauty, strength, riches, honor, wisdom, old age, gray hair, and children befit the righteous and are becoming to the world. These will come in their time, so too their opposites. Do not anticipate the one, nor cling to the other, but allow each to rise and fall of its own accord. In this way, the righteous become wise, the wise become simple, the simple become ordinary, and the ordinary become fulfilled. Rabbi Yosef ben Kizma said, once when I was walking, I met a man who offered me a lucrative position in his town. I said, even if you were to give me all the world's wealth, I would not live elsewhere than in a place of Torah. place without Torah is a place lost to justice and compassion, a place confused by inattention, a place without good deeds. When we die, nothing accompanies us but our insight and good deeds. While we live, these sustain us. Do not choose to live in a place without honor. But if you find yourself there, strive to be honorable. 5 things lead to the Holy One. Torah, the teaching of wisdom. Heaven and earth, the daily reality of ordinary things. Abraham and Sarah, the parents of all who seek the truth. Israel, all those who wrestle with the ultimate. The temple, the ever-present. Everything that God, the source and substance of all, creates in this world.
Rabbi Shimon ben Judah.
Everything that God, the source and substance of all, creates in this world flows naturally from the essence of God's divine nature. Creation is not a choice, but a necessity. It is God's nature to unfold time and space. Creation is the extension of God. Creation is God, encountered in time and space. Creation is the infinite in the garb of the finite. To attend to creation is to attend to God. To attend to the moment is to attend to eternity. To attend to the part is to attend to the whole. To attend to reality is to live constructively. Epilogue. Rabbi Hananiah ben Akashia said, reality is infinite. The infinite includes the finite. For the finite to know the infinite, reality fashions the human mind. To cultivate that mind, reality reveals truth, pointing the finite back to the infinite. To bring truth to humankind, reality creates sages. Carry it into the world. The sages of Israel carry it as Torah. To carry Torah into the world, the sages ordain mitzvot. Do justly, love mercy, walk humbly. Mitzvot and Torah, the gifts of reality, given to the world through the sages of Israel. We honor the gift by living it ourselves. About the author of this book that I've been reading, Rami Shapiro, rabbi and storyteller of Temple Beth or in Miami, Florida, is an award-winning poet and essayist whose liturgical poems are used in prayer services throughout North America. He has published more than a dozen books of poetry, liturgy, stories, and nonfiction. Rabbi Shapiro holds a doctoral degree in religious studies and lectures widely on contemporary Jewish spirituality. He is the director of the Rashid Institute for Jewish Spirituality in Miami, Florida, where he lives with his wife, son, and 2 dogs. He spends whatever free time he has communing with his teachers. Martin Buber, Dogen, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Alan Watts, and Krishnamurti. All right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. This has been a complete reading, The Wisdom of the Jew, Pirkei Avot, collection of rabbinic sayings compiled sometime between the year 250 275, the Common Era, transmitted, eventually recorded in Hebrew, with some passages in Aramaic. Okay, this has been read by candidate John Kitover, running for Senate, or email johnkitover2027@gmail.com. Go to chicagomayorvote.com. Go to brandonjohnsonchicago.com, alexigiannopoulos.fraud.com. I have to re-upload sites because Meta AI or Manus went actually separated back again from Meta. So here we are. Hope you enjoyed that reading. I'm going to put some music on. We just clipped the whole book onto YouTube across multiple accounts, and now I have to turn all those videos to public to get those clips out. And then we can listen to Pirkei Avot, the audiobook.
Bluetooth. There seems to be a balance. It is empty, and yet it is inexhaustible. The more it works, the more it comes out of it. The no amount of words can fathom it. Better look for it within you. The spirit of the fountain dies in all. It is called the mysterious feminine. The doorway of the mysterious feminine is called the rotor, never under, lingering like gossamer. It is only a hint of existence. And yet, when you draw upon it, it is inexhaustible. Heaven lasts long and earth abides. What is the secret of their durability? Is it not because they do not live for themselves that they can live so long? Therefore, the sage wants to remain behind, but finds himself at the head of others, reckons himself out, but finds himself safe and secure. Is it not because he is selfless that his self is realized? The highest form of goodness is like water. Water knows how to benefit without strife and fighting. It stays in a place, is loved by all men. Therefore, it comes near the top. In choosing your dwelling, know how to keep to the ground. Tao can be talked about, but not things can be named, but not eternal name. As the origin of heaven and earth, it is nameless. As the mother of all things, it is nameless. We should. When all the world recognizes beauty as beauty, this in itself is ugliness. When all the world recognizes good as good, this sin itself is evil. Indeed, the hidden and the manifest give birth to each other. Difficult and easy complement each other. Long and short exhibit each other. High and low set measure to each other. Voice and sound harmonize each other. Back and front follow each other. Therefore the sage manages his affairs without ado and spreads his teaching without talking. Hidden ears, nothing to the teeming thing. He rears them but lays no claim to them. He does his work but sets no store by it. He accomplishes his task but does not dwell upon it. And yet it is just because he does not dwell on it that nobody can ever take it away from him. As always manifest, we should look at its outer aspects. These two flow from the same source, though differently named, and both are called mysteries. The mystery of mysteries is the door of all lessons. By not exalting the talented, you will cause the people to cease from rivalry and contention. By not prizing goods hard to get, you will cause the people to cease from robbing and stealing. By not displaying what is desirable, you will cause the people's hearts to remain undisturbed. Therefore, the sage's way of governing begins by emptying the heart of desire, filling the belly with food, weakening ambitions, toughening the bones. In this way, he will cause the people to remain without knowledge and without desire, and prevent the knowing ones from any ado. Practice non-ado in everything.
All right, go to ChicagoMayorVote.com, everybody.